Today we're going to look at scatterplots. So a scatterplot is a graph with multiple points that show the relationship between two sets of data. So what you're going to see is a graph with dots all over the place. So this is a scatterplot. Okay, the line that goes to the middle is called the trend line. That helps us identify the equation that best fits our data. Our 2 points on the outside are called the outlier. These are the numbers that do not fit into the data that's kind of separated from all the information. So with scatter plots, it's going to talk about correlation. The data points are trending downward, so ours are going downward, making the correlation negative. If the data points were trending upwards, then that would be considered positive. So there are three types of correlation: positive, negative, and no correlation. So this first graph is going to be negative correlation. Okay, so when I move my pen from left to right, the data points are going down. And if you need to, you can always draw a line through the data, and the line is going down. This next graph is going to be positive correlation, okay, because the data is going up. So when I move my pen across the page, the dots are going up. And then when I draw a line through the data, it is a line going up. And then this third one is the dots are all kind of spread out randomly. This is called no correlation, which means the image and the data points do not go together. All right, so on the back, we have a graph with the hours studied and then the grade as well. So our x-axis is the hours studied, and then the y-axis is our grades. So if you look at this, our data points are going up. So this would be considered positive correlation. So the more you study, the better the grade that you're going to get. So if you were to study 3.5 hours, what grade would you expect to make? So I would find 3.5 hours on my x-axis, and I'm going to go up. So if you notice, there is no data here. So we need to find the point that best fits. If I were to put a point, what would best fit in that point? And it would be about 80. And this is all going to be an estimation. So there really is no super exact answer. It's going to be a range. If you want to make an 88, approximately how many hours should you expect to study? So your grade is on the side. I'm going to find 88 and go over. Okay, so here is my dot. So 90 was about 4, 5, and 6 hours. So anywhere in between here. So we can say it's about 4.5 hours. And again, this is a range. You could say 4 hours, 5 hours, 5.5, somewhere in between a couple different hours. So a few extra problems. The graph above shows us that it is positive correlation because the dots are going up. Next one, if it rained 13 inches, approximately how many ears of corn would the farmer expect to yield? So I'm going to find 13 inches for inches of rain. And I'm going to go up. And if you notice, there is not any dots. So I need to find what best fits a point. And so I would say it is about 14. So 14,000. And then how many kids could be expected to walk 0.75 miles to school? So we're going to find 0.75 miles. Okay, and then go up. So there's not a dot. So I'd say it's a little bit below 5. You could say 5, but let's go with 4.